Hi, I'm Kelly with Life in Phoenix, and today we're going to be going over the 10 things that you need to know before you buy a home in Phoenix, Arizona. Let us not waste any time. We all know that Arizona is a hot state during the summer and that it's a dry heat. That's not one of the things on the list. So make sure you pay attention, like, and subscribe so you don't miss a beat with us. Life in Phoenix, Arizona with Kelly. If you are one of those people that does need to know what to do in the summertime because you plan on being a ride or die Arizonan or Phoenician, if you will, definitely check out my video of all of the hot things that you can do during the summertime here in the Phoenix area, updated for 2023. Number one is to do your diligence on the property that you are looking at, whether it's a rental or a purchase, both day and night. What you see during the day is going to be a little bit different from what you see at nighttime. So make sure you do a drive-by or at least explore the neighborhood in the evening as well as during the day. I also recommend walking your neighborhood just to make sure that if walking is something that you enjoy, that you feel safe and secure in your neighborhood. Number two, renting versus owning in Phoenix in 2023. In some cases, it's actually going to be cheaper to rent right now versus buying for some people in certain locations in the Phoenix area. For a lot of people, condominium living isn't cheaper. Condominium living still costs quite a bit of money, and you have to factor in the HOA fees on top of the payment. More and more condominiums are actually going to a non-warranted status, meaning that the number of investors that own properties in that subdivision exceeds that of primary residents or primary owners. Non-warrantable also means that you may not be able to get lending on that property or be extremely difficult to do so. So you would have to pay cash for that property. And a lot of properties are actually priced appropriately for the non-warranted status. Number three, the reason the Phoenix market is so hot all the time is it is a desirable place to be and always has been. It's not just the last 2 or 3 years. Phoenix, Arizona has been growing the last 15 to 20 years like wildfire. Our out-of-state buyers from Washington, Oregon, California, and Colorado are keeping the market alive. Even though our supply is rather low, here in the summer we tend to see a little bit of a downward tick in demand that usually picks up right around the end of the year. Number four, you do not have to be 55 years old to own in a 55 plus community. That is definitely a stigma associated with active adult living. Only 80% of those homeowners need to be 55 plus, while the other 20% are the exception. And every community has a little bit different rules and regulations, so you might want to do your diligence on that as well. Definitely explore that option because it could be more affordable for you and it could also be the best fit. Number five, while you only have 2 or 3 months of unbearable warm weather, and by warm I mean terribly hot, the other 9 or 10 months of the year, you don't have to scrape ice off of your car, you don't have to shovel snow, and we have very little in the way of natural disasters in Arizona. Number six, it's extremely important if you're moving to Arizona and you actually are thinking of buying a property that you come pre-qualified. Places like Chandler are fierce. The market in Gilbert, Scottsdale, Tempe, the East Valley, Peoria, and some places and spaces in Avondale and Glendale are also fierce market spaces. If you're not pre-qualified before you start looking, you might be disappointed because the house slips out from underneath you. So you're going to want to have your pre-qualification ahead of time. That way you can make the best offer on the property that you love right away. There won't be any waiting time. If the home isn't priced right, but you absolutely love it, don't be afraid to make an offer on a home. This is a huge tip that I think a lot of people do not take into consideration. The list price is sometimes not the sales price. The true worth of a home is what a willing, ready, and able buyer wants to pay for that property. Your qualified real estate agent, me, will run comparables and make sure that you have all of the information in front of you to write the very most competitive and best offer. Number seven, check out the best places to live in Phoenix, Arizona. I have tons of videos on these different locations, and if you need any information on specific properties, I'll be happy to send those to you. You'll want to know about the safety, the crime, and of course the school districts in Arizona. You can also get all of these links in our helpful tool, the Arizona Buyer's Advisory Guide. Shoot me a quick email and I'll get you the PDF with everything you want to know about the Phoenix area. Number eight, You're going to want to steer clear of areas that have expansive soil and foundation issues. Along with that, you're also going to want to know the areas that have private water. With growth in Arizona, you're going to want to make sure that you look at everything about that neighborhood and subdivision that might impact your resale down the line. Number 9, make sure that you actually travel to Arizona in the winter and the summer so that you know what the weather is like year-round. It's wonderful for most people, but I've had some people move to Arizona and tell me that they absolutely could not stand it after the first summer. And again, we have very little to reckon with during the winter here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Number 10, make sure that you plug in with the locals. We have excellent hiking, biking, tennis, swimming, and all sorts of other clubs and groups on Meetup. Bottom line, you can be as social as you want to be because there's always something going on in Phoenix, Arizona. Other important things to know about the Phoenix area are low inventory in the housing market is driving prices up, which is also keeping rents pretty high as well. You'll want to make sure that you discuss the length of time in which you think you're going to own your home in Arizona with your real estate agent so they can set you up for financial success with resale. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm Kelly with Life in Phoenix, Arizona. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. All of my information is in the description below, and I hope you have a great day.